Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of multiplying polynomials. This is standard A.10B in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 29 of the 2021 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got these two polynomials. Specifically, these are binomials. That prefix bi meaning two, right? Poly just means many. So a polynomial could be a binomial or a trinomial. Just a larger term like a polygon includes a whole bunch of different shapes within that. Polynomial includes many different expressions, but we're looking at two binomials, and as you can tell, we need to multiply them. So how do we multiply binomials here? Well, there are many different methods, and the first one I'm going to show you is probably not the one that you use all the time, but really the basis of everything we do here is the distributive property. So the distributive property, remember, says that A, and if you multiply that to B plus C, that's the same as distributing out the A times the B plus the A times the C. That's the distributive property. So what we can do is we can think of this as the A term right here. Even though there's two different terms in there, what we're going to end up doing is we'll take the 3/2 P, and then we're going to multiply that by that whole 1/2 P plus 3. Then we're going to grab the second half here, plus 1. And that's pretty easy because then we're just going to drop the 1, drop the parentheses. It's just going to be the, 1/2 P plus 3. Then what we need to do is we need to distribute this out again, so it's like a double distributive property, right? So it's 3/2 P, 1/2 P, plus 3/2 P times 3. And then I'm just going to, since it's just multiplied by 1, let's just drop this, the 1 and the parentheses. So really I've got the 3/2 P, 1/2 P, right? So we're just going to, it's going to be P squared. Multiplying fractions, right, it's going to be 3/4 straight across. Then I've got 3/2 P times 3, so that's going to be 9/2 P plus 1/2 P plus 3. And now we're just looking at like terms, which are those two right there. 9/2 plus 1/2, that's 10/2, right? So I've got 3/4 P squared plus 10/2 P plus 3. And then that we can just say, you know what, that's 5P. So we're looking right at that answer C. That's the distributive property. Now most of us, what we end up doing is we end up doing FOIL, right? So that's first, inner, outer, last. This is just kind of a shortcut of this distributive property, right? So we take our two binomials here, which it only works for binomials. If you end up having a trinomial, it's not that effective. P plus 3. And you take your first, right? So that's going to be 3/2 P and 1/2 P. And then you've got your inner, right? So that's going to be 1 and 1/2 P. Your outer, 3/2 P and 3. And then your last, 3 times 1, that's just going to end up being 3. So you end up with all the same terms, right? It's going to still end up being 3/4 P squared, plus that's just going to be 1/2 P. And that's going to end up being 9/2 P plus 3. You combine those to 10/2 P. None of that really changes. The last one is the box method. So what we could do here is we can take each of these terms in the binomial, 3/2 P plus 1, 1/2 P plus 3, and you could just kind of do a little box multiplication here, and you can say, all right, so multiply this, that's 3/4 P squared, this is 1/2 P, this is 9/2 P, and this is 3. Add these diagonal terms, since those are like, all ends up the same. Our answer is C.